Today, ΣիվիլNet is at the Armenian General Benevolent Union's Karabakh Center in Yerevan. This is the site of one of the World Central Kitchen's main missions operating in Armenia following the ethnic cleansing of more than 100,000 ethnic Armenians from Nagorno-Karabakh. Here, they are providing fresh meals daily for those in need. World Central Kitchen was founded in 2010 by chef José Andrés. ΣիվիլNet spoke with several people contributing to the project, which includes food procurement, preparation, and distribution. In the first few weeks of operating in the country, they have provided approximately 200,000 meals. Inessa Margarian is from AGBU. Her role is Director of Humanitarian and Volunteer Programs.
We immediately contacted World Central Kitchen, WCK, because the primary necessity was to provide food to the people who had been under the blockade for roughly 9 months.
This is not the first time the AGBU has assisted forcibly displaced people from Artsakh. In 2020, they provided shelter to hundreds of people at a time at this very center, so they already had a system in place to implement as soon as needed. This is Shant Petrosian, an Armenian American who traveled from the United States to volunteer to assist people forcibly displaced from Artsakh, who he calls Artsakh survivors.
I was born and raised in the States, but when you hear the stories and see the images, you're drawn. You feel compelled to come. And the minute I landed, I was already chopping onions and peppers with the ladies of Artsakh, who were brought in to help on our very first day that meal prep in Yerevan started. One of the fathers that I saw with kids around, and to see these men be sensitive, we're like, without these meals, we wouldn't survive.
Shant says this experience has left him forever changed. Emma Gavorgian was hired by AGBU to help with these efforts. She and her 94-year-old mother fled their home in the Martuni region following Azerbaijan's lightning offensive on 19 September. They arrived in Armenia on 27 September after 38 hours of being on the road.
5 hours after arriving into Armenia, my mother died following the panic and hardships of the journey, realizing she was never going back home.
When asked what support would be most helpful for her at this time, Emma immediately turned to the needs of others.
I want peace for the world, not just for the Armenian nation, but for all of the world.